And welcome back to the Screen Team right here on today's Talk 930 KWOC. All brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers. Remember, they got a big estate sale going on September 13th and 14th. And I want to remind everybody out there that the Screen Team is going to be turning 3 years old coming up next week. So I want to thank everybody who's listened to the Screen Team. And Matt, I want to thank you for being a part of the team. And Sabrina, thank you for whatever
putting up with you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But seriously, in all seriousness, thank you guys for helping out with the Screen Team, and much love to you guys.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so we got a movie, a kids movie. It's called Planes, one of the biggest films out there right now, and we need to know your guys' thoughts on this. Sabrina, Planes, you saw it a few weeks ago. What'd you think?
I loved it. Didn't you love it all? Luke loved it. He loved it. I think he even stayed awake for 5 minutes of it.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I did the same thing.
You made it longer than I did.
I have to say that I thought it was a great movie. For having to follow in the footsteps of Cars, I think it succeeded in doing what it set out to do. It did not one-up Cars. Cars will always be an original. There's no replacing it. But I think Planes did a great job of being a complement to the Cars world, because it's the planes, there's what's going on in the air while you're watching the Cars movie. Okay, so they did a good job of keeping it like that. I liked the characters, I liked the adventure, I liked the places they went, and the conflict they overcame, and the lessons that were learned. And maybe I'm just a kid at heart, but I loved it. I loved the adventure, and the feeling of flying is fascinating to me. And if I could, I would. I'd spread wings and fly. And I'd fly high.
Interesting. I'm going to say, before I get into my bad review about this, I'm going to say that this movie is marketed towards kids, and I think kids are really going to like it.
Sure.
I think 10 and younger are really, really going to dig this film. If they like cars, they're really, really going to like this film. It's typical Disney type film, and I really think that the kids are going to love it. With that said, I don't think the parents are going to love it.
Right.
Here's my suggestion. My suggestion is save your money and watch Cars, because it's basically the same movie.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is. Okay, you got this young, brash guy, Lightning McQueen, or the airplane dude, whatever his name is.
An enthusiastic youngster.
Dane Cook.
Yes.
Okay.
He was Dane Cook in the movie as well.
And they're like, oh, I'm going to be an awesome racer, blah, blah, blah. But they're having trouble racing. Oh, but wait, there's this crotchety old man who's going to help them overcome
It's all about respecting your elders, something you need to learn how to do.
Who am I not respecting?
Your wife.
But it's the same movie, just in air. And I like Cars. Cars is not one of the best Pixar movies, but I did enjoy my time watching it. I own it at the house. Cars,
and we will own Planes.
Oh, please, come on, man.
Hey, seriously, we will.
Come on.
We will.
Why?
Because Luke is going to love it.
He is not going to love
Planes
it, man.
is going after a new generation of kids that maybe have been overexposed to Cars and didn't quite get it, and now it's just old news to them. So Planes gives them a new approach to it.
How about this? How about I just buy a whole bunch of Bugs Bunny DVDs and call it good?
And he can actually watch quality cartoons.
Thank you, sir.
Animation, yeah.
Thank you.
The thing about a
Political
lot
humor
of
that he'll never understand.
Matt?
I understood it at a very young age. I think anybody can, because it's universal.
You're exceptional.
Most good things are good. Well, thank you, but no. I think a great cartoon is something where it's written for adults and the kids are just along for the ride. That was the principle behind Looney Tunes, behind Rocky and Bullwinkle, behind a lot of the Pixar films.
Yeah.
And this one
Something
wasn't.
to entertain you between movies.
Totally. This one was not, though. I think the kids will like it. I don't think that adults will. I didn't really have high hopes for this film.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw the reviews for it, I thought, well, I'll still give it a shot. And it still just didn't impress me. But, having said that, I think that, kids, this would be a good rental for families. Just let your kids watch it, and, that'd be a good thing. But I don't think that they are missing anything if they don't see it in the theater.
And that's one of the interesting points. Disney did not know what to do with this film. They originally had made it, and they were going to release it in theaters. And then somewhere along the line, they were just going to bring it straight to DVD. And then they changed their mind again and decided to release it in theaters, and I guess that was a smart move, because made a whole bunch of money. Let's see. Actually, the budget was $50 million, and it only made $77 million so far. So, but they are going to make a sequel to this movie. So if you really enjoyed the first Planes,
get ready for a heaping bowl of another.
Exactly. Let's talk about some of the cast in there. As far as voiceover work, Dane Cook was the main character.
Right.
Brad Garrett, he was from Everybody Loves Raymond. He does a lot of the Pixar films as well.
He's always pretty terrific, even if he doesn't have the right script with him. I usually enjoy him.
Yeah, he's got a good cartoon voice. Cedric the Entertainer was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what's it? Sinbad was in it too, man.
Oh yeah, Sinbad. I haven't seen anything with him since I think it was a Disney movie called First Kid, where he's the bodyguard to the president's son.
Oh man,
this was part of my childhood, man. This is up there with Star Wars and Ninja Turtles.
I never saw that, man. John Cleese was also a voice in there.
Fabulous.
And Julia Louis-Dreyfus was in it as well. So she's done some other stuff, including Bug's Life. Yeah, and Seinfeld too.
Most importantly.
So,
Luke loves to fly. He loves planes.
I just want to remind you, hon, that Luke did fall asleep in this movie. So maybe we should invest in that Looney Tunes stuff after all.
Which actually wins awards.
All right, so Planes, it's still out in theaters if you want to go see it. Definitely for kids maybe 10 and under, anybody older, you might want to wait to rent the film. I want to remind folks that next week we have our third anniversary of the Screen Team, and joining us will be one of the original members of the Screen Team. Michael Hibbler will be back with us, Sabrina.
Yay, Michael!
And we're going to be choosing 3 of my films for next week, and the first film I'm going to choose is a movie that's been out for a couple weeks now. I've wanted to see it, haven't got a chance since we've been off. It's a movie called We Are the Millers. Have you seen that yet, Matt?
I have not.
Okay. It's a comedy with Jennifer Aniston and Jason Sudeikis. And you all right there, Luke?
He's just a little fussy, honey.
I don't think you like that pick.
Yeah, he's
So we'll see how that one is. Our DVD pick of the week is a cartoon called Epic, a movie that Sabrina and I saw back in May. So
Luke's first movie, actually.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. So we'll let you know about that film. And one of the first films we ever reviewed on this show was an old classic film called What Happened One Night with Clark Gable. So in honor of the third anniversary, I wanted to do like an old classic type movie. So we're going to do the Humphrey Bogart movie. What's the name
Casablanca.
of it? No, not
Nope.
Casablanca.
African Queen.
The Falcon.
The Falcon.
Maltese Falcon.
Maltese Falcon.
Yes.
Excellent
I'm
film.
turning into you, hon, man. I can't remember my films.
Parenthood sucks your brain dry.
I know, right? So we're going to do the Maltese Falcon as well. It's a great, great classic movie, and we'll let you know all about that. We want to thank our sponsor, once again, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart is next door to them. Remember, big estate sale September 13th and 14th. You all right there, hon?
Yeah, I'm still a sponsor.
You're still a sponsor?
I am, yeah.
Sabrina's a sponsor?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right. Well, good to know. We'll be back next Saturday at 6 p.m. with the Screen Team on Today's Talk 930 KWOC.